Hi there, I'm LXD and we are close to finish. This will probably be a video combining the whole Mothership saga, known internally as Extreme. By default, this map is completely silent. There is no music. But in this conversion, it just has these I actually don't get damaged by these things. What do I achieve here? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's completely empty. Oof. Sudden heart attack. Well, heart attack does not actually look like this. Anyway, in this conversion, this map uses the Mountain Fortress track. I think it's a new MCA 8. I might be wrong. But anyway, yeah, this side has nothing except that trap. And this door is already can be opened. No enemies to fight here. No lift to go back up. But it's almost finished. As you might know, the final map isn't a lot different from what you see right now. And it's really cool what happened to this map in the evolution mod. Alright, and we arrive to the Mothership. Mothership Lab, to be precise. No translator messages. This map is pretty unfinished. I think this thing is deadly. Nope, it's solid. You can step in there. I don't know how the flies appearing on the ship, but whatever. It's not important. What's important is to try and notice how much was changed in this map. Well, first things first, computers, they don't have that signature Isaac shape. It has a more generic bracket shape, this one at least, and the other ones are just screens with nothing holding them in place, probably holograms or whatever. There is no super health up there. There already is a scar over there. He didn't seem to notice me. Let's keep it that way. So, whatever that is, this is actually a trap. There is a trigger for this deadly trap over here. You can activate it too if you want. And the poor bastard just killed himself. Speaking of this trap, if you look above you, you see those rectangular bracket thingies. They are still there in the retail. The trap itself was removed, but those brackets remain. It's minor, it's insignificant, but it's interesting that those actually were left there. They serve no purpose. Not really even as details, because whoever would actually look up there. This is a detail, and this, well, it's not. It's just not. If we touch it, we won't get damaged, so the movers just crush us if it tries to pass through us. So with that out of the way, once again, there are no Scar Troopers in the beta, even though I think there already is a model for the Trooper player and a few skins for that in the league, but the enemies themselves, they appear nowhere in those leaked maps, in those versions at least. This door is locked as always. This is inaccessible as well. So everything here is pretty much normal, except I don't really remember those two pillars, columns, whatever. It kind of makes this space a bit more cluttered, I guess. I think this is different as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. What weapon do we choose? Did I hear a crawl? This is troubling. This is actually troubling. Yep, I heard a crawl, and I think he's too busy playing his awesome staff animation to notice us. There are supposed to be force fields, but I can't see them, either due to the conversion being kinda buggy, as you might have noticed so far, or maybe in the beta they were also kind of bad. Yeah, well, no Scar Troopers over there, no Ice Scar in here. Yeah, completely different. I think that room had bloblets in it, and this is still pretty much the same, except I think instead of talking to each other, they are now threatening me, and this guy just is way too busy with this animation. Let's keep it that way. This area is well lit, more giblets around, but no pupae. And I should remove this crawl from here so that he wouldn't bother me. Yep, he's trying to threaten me, but yeah, it's futile. Not afraid of you guys, and I'm not going to fight them at any point in this map anyway. So, this teleporter is inaccessible. We can already access this room, probably it was locked. What about this one? This teleporter is also inaccessible, it's not there in this version, apparently. Over here, we still have a scar. And... nope, no armor, no armor. We can probably already jump over there, but we're not doing that. We are continuing the map the normal way. There are no actual laboratories in this version, no teleporters that lead to them, so let's just be careful around there. So exit to the Mothership core is already accessible. What about... Not sure why, but yeah, that's already programmed over here. We can go back here now and probably press this button to raise those stairs and fight the scar we saw earlier. To achieve nothing. We pretty much achieved nothing with this map so far. I wonder if those are dead. Yep, those are dead for reasons. Okay, does this elevator crush you as it does in the final version? Nope, it doesn't. I think it's deadly in the final version. And we enter the Mothership core, and of course, it's still the same map. In the dark version of this map, they also are united together, but now they are also tied together when the lights are still on. Oof. Okay, I think there was some deadly BSP bug in this map. It might be because I've seen one in the evolution version. But it might be true in the beta as well. Sometimes those BSP bugs seem to carry over from version to version. Okay, there is no force field this time, but at least this guy is not a berserker. Whatever this force field is. Additional door over here, which only opens from that side. I don't know who's trying to jump over here, but it's someone to worry about. Is it? Alright, anyway. It's this guy. Well, nothing to worry about concerning a gauntlet of Scar Lords and officers. Those are non-solid in the conversion, at least for reasons. Except this one is solid. Not much of a secret over here. No force field to contain goodies. There's an elevator instead of a ramp. Yeah, here is this annoying place where this guy was kind of stuck and playing this landing sound. Okay, I'm getting out of here because I know now why he was stuck in there, because fucking seizures. Alright, so we've explored everything in this area. Let's get down there. I think I am seeing some weird things happening, so yeah, this might be deadly. This might be deadly, so we should save our games time to time to make sure we don't lose progress when we randomly fall into some death pit and die, like this one. Okay, this one actually jibs us. You can see again my cool torso. I don't think throwing monsters in there actually damages them, which was fixed in evolution, I think. At any rate, we arrive we're here on an invisible lift, which is fairly normal for this map, at least the dark version of it. Hell, there's a lot of warriors, but nobody else. I mean, no assassins, no... What is even happening over here? Why... Is this a death pit? That's probably a death pit. Yep, that was a death pit. I tried to dodge over it. I'm trying to... Ah, he jibbed. Cool. So, we can actually make him fall into the death pit and actually die in this version. Interesting. I think it was impossible to do in early versions of Evolution, which may or may not be true for retail as well. I feel like the only enemy on this level is the Scar Warrior and maybe a few Crawl. So... what is that all about? Okay, no matter. I can just dodge over that. I wouldn't even try to jump because I feel like I will bump my head and fall into the death pit anyway. Okay, this is a really dark, it's just badly lit texture. Completely silent movers. By the way, I think this music, this map uses no music in the beta itself. So this leads me to the X section, and so does this. Okay, that's really bad lighting over there. I'm not sure why, but it might be bad for health. No secret over there. I can't go this way yet. I can jump over there. It doesn't have a force field shield. Is it gonna happen again? Yep. What? Okay. Also, whenever you save here... No? It doesn't. What if I save in the menu? Nope, it doesn't get bugged. Actually, it doesn't even hurt me. But then again, it contains nothing, so... So I press this button, do the thing, unlock this area, this potentially deadly area. I'm saying potentially deadly because, yeah, there might be something crazy to get killed by in this area. So far, looks normal. Whatever, we don't have any way to access that area yet. We'll find out later what's happening. We just sort of jump over there. No secret over there. Use this console, and whatever that thing is, this happens. Apparently it should have enabled a force field, but it doesn't work in this beta yet. In the final version the force field will always be active, so it's not a concern, it's not a point of concern. Anyway, what was that all about? There is no bridge to cross over there. So how do we get there? Let's find out. Oh, we don't. We don't need to cross over there. We just continue straight. You remember this hallway as being full of ammunition, preparing you for one of the final gauntlets of this game, the Scar generator. And this one is interesting. Here it is. It's completely different from what we saw in the final release. I should probably use something powerful like the rifle, because there is a berserker. Oh no. Here's my torso again. I just love seeing that. Can we Oh no, you survived that, but I didn't. But he did. Look at that, he just doesn't care. So, throwing him down there makes no difference. Wow. This dude has a lot of health. I think much more than the normal Scar Berserker does. Anyway, if I remember anything about this thing, is that this mover is ridiculously bugged. There's a lot of default textures going on around. So it's about to get trippy, probably. So those things weren't there at first, and once I killed the big bad guy, they did appear. Oh, it's just getting me over there. Now I just jump down, I guess. Oh, I just shot something and it's lowering me to the penultimate level of the final game, the source antechamber. I'm gonna save it right here. There is some missing texture over there, but it's fine. There are some defaults over there. This is also fine. So yeah, that was the Scar generator basically, and it magically teleported me right there, right in the antechamber of the very source of the Scar Mothership. I can already press this button because none of the enemies are there. They aren't there. It unlocks this gate. None of the movers make any sound. This map also has no music by default. The secret area is empty. I wouldn't call it a secret area, you probably all have checked that. But both of them are empty. I can jump down there, we can survive it, as always. There is little reason to be here, but this time around there is this weird mover. It probably... no, it's not. I thought it was something else entirely, but it's not. It's just missing something, definitely. But okay. This song is called Solitary Silhouette, which is fitting the atmosphere so far. Yep, that's invisible force field bridge. And this, instead of, you know, this rotating crazy funnel of fun, it's just a regular good old elevator that takes us the same way, the same long way, until we arrive at the source. Until we arrive at the source. Yes? And this elevator just leaves us here for us to find an exit from this level. Which isn't there. We touch the exit and it, well, in the conversion at least, it searches for the Queen, the final map, which isn't there. And as far as I'm concerned, this is also the case for the leaked beta. It had no ending map with a final boss. So this is your end. You're stuck in this chamber with solitary silhouette playing forever. Unless you restart it by trying to touch the teleporter, which takes you nowhere. I might as well have copied Queen End and rename it to this name, but there is no real point, because we all know how this ends, how it's supposed to end anyway. So this is it. This is the end. This is, well, a bit underwhelming, I know, but here it is. Anyway, the beta has a lot of interesting maps in the middle of it, because, well, it goes pretty straightforward if you don't count the first hub level, of course. It's pretty much the same beginning as the original Unreal, with a few differences here and there. Yeah, but then it just goes crazy after, you know, that unfinished Skytown map. Because the Skytown was supposed to end up in the Sky Caves, that base, Outpost 3G, which ends with a teleporter that takes you straight to the Zora Pass, where you fight your Stone Titan, and continue to Bluff Arrow Smoking, and everything else is pretty much the same as the ending of this beta. But the Skytown ends on a weird cliffhanger. It transports you to Hub 4, then you continue to Hub 5 and Hub 6, and a lot of maps connected to those hubs. They are nowhere to be seen in the final game, and only half of them are recycled in the mission pack. So we don't get to see Soledad, Moros, Nexus. Basically what we see recycled in the expansion pack is Hub 4, updated, of course. It removed the Soledad from the map completely, and instead of going to Moros, it just leads straight to Hub 5, which replaces the Nexus maps with a revised version of Aztec, while removing the original Enters to Aztec completely. And then you return in daylight to Hub 5 to continue to the Foundry and Bounds of Foundry, and then you basically return to original U-Pack maps by the guys actually, well, not being entirely connected to Epic Games and this beta. So yeah, the middle of this beta was used as the middle of the expansion pack, not all of it, but still. It's kinda sad that Nexus wasn't reworked, but then again, Nexus was kind of long, confusing, a lot of areas felt copied and pasted, they all look the same. It's a wide, expansive map with lots of exploration, I guess, but it doesn't have a lot of flow. I mean, I thought so. It's easy to lose your bearings on this map. What's about the Moros and the Soledad? They're not exactly great balanced. I mean, there is a lot of ammunition on them, especially the flag cannon ammunition, but still, they are pretty awesome maps, pretty close to being finished. They just probably the devs thought that it didn't make much sense to make the Scar temple on this planet, because this planet belonged to Nali originally, and Scar building temples to their gods is just nonsense. Maybe it's not nonsense, it's actually quite interesting to see those diamond-shaped holes not just being used on the Mothership, but also on Soledad, and I think they were also seen in the Moros and elsewhere, but okay. That's kind of underused, if you ask me, but... So, yeah, and then again, of course, there is the second mercenary ship you can access in the beta. It's Cryox. It's very long, it's very confusing, it has a lot of pipes, and it does not actually... It has the gall to not actually supply you with the scuba gear. I mean, okay, the devs can always summon the scuba gear with cheats, but why wouldn't you just place one in the beginning of the map like you do with the translators? This is just awkward and not exactly great, but I can see why that map was cut, despite how awesome it actually looked. I mean, there was a lot of places to look at. Even the pipes themselves, they had a lot of cuts and whatever else. So yeah, well, there's that. We've done it. The beta is finished. Well, too bad there's no actual final boss map, but whatever. It's been fun binge playing through it. Even though it's not exactly a great time, but it's a piece of history, and especially those unique maps that never made it into the final game and also weren't sadly reworked in the expansion. Maybe they were saving them for Mission Pack 2, but that never happened. And honestly, if you absolutely have to reuse the beta content in your mission packs, just use them right away, all of them, all that you want to reuse, all that isn't complete garbage. Maybe you cut Cryox because it was complete garbage. It was basically a huge sewer section with pipes all over the place and nonsensical ending. But yeah, the Moros and well, maybe not Nexus. I don't really... Well, Nexus is cool, but it's just kind of confusing. A lot of places to go. It is very non-linear. Even for Unreal standards, it's very explorable. With ultimately not much happening around, except some cool set pieces, I guess, which are far away from each other. Few and far. This is the phrase I was looking for. So yeah, that's... won't really waste your time for longer. So see you around for something else entirely. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but it's been fun, and I'll probably play something that is also fun. Maybe I'll return and play some more Combat Plus in Quake. So more custom maps, that is. Maybe I'll just play Daikatana finally on hard. I never played it on hard, and I don't think that hard mode would do it any favors, so let's see how that actually ends up. But that day is not yet here. I'm not prepared for that. Alright, thank you for watching all of that, if you did, and see you around next time.